Hello and welcome back to my channel. So we are in the process of going through all of the energy centers one by one with inside information about each one individually. That way you know if it's an area that you can work on, enhance, open up that is blocked, and you get to understand the function of it. Okay, so this video specifically is for the Sacral Chakra, which is the D note, and this is tuned to the D note, which I will play shortly. If what I'm speaking about resonates, then you'll know, okay, this is my video that I need to listen to when I'm struggling with this. So subscribe and notification bell thing if you want all of my videos to pop up with the notification when they come out. That way you are informed and you can enjoy these free healing tools that I am sharing with you, that I have used myself, I continue to use myself. Something that I keep explaining to people that are like, what do you do? Let me get this straight, because it sounds kind of crazy, but when you think of the body like a machine, you understand that it has energy centers that in the real world present themselves in a specific way. So we too need tune-ups, we need healing, we need to bring everything back to par, because life isn't easy and occasionally we're off and we don't know why, and we don't even know how to fix that. Sometimes just speaking about it isn't enough. There's still something wrong. I recognize this is an issue, but it's not fixed. What do I do? And so my singing bowls are a way to get that part of the body moving and stimulated through the exterior. So if you're familiar with sound waves and how they affect water, you can understand how it affects our bodies. Our bodies are 60 to 75% water. So when the right frequencies hit, there's stimulation, there's movement, and that allows the energy that's there, that's blocked, to move. And so one thing that I will recommend right before I start to play is that you sit upright and you open up that spine. And so I have this little pyramid with me because it's the beginning, which is the top, which is the root, that's where you start, but you go down. And so the part of our bodies that develop in different times is how it addresses in our regular life. So for example, the root chakra, it's what develops between birth and 7 years old. 7 to 14 years old is our sacral. And this area is really important because it is part of our emotions within ourselves, within others, how they connect their emotions and our emotions coming together and vibing, if you will. This is creative. This is when we feel something inside of ourselves and passionate, and then we display it to the world. It could be music, it could be art. Another one is sensuality. So this is the sexual part of yourself. And so between 7 and 14, that's really when the school gets involved and says, okay, this is how the body works. And then depending on if you're religious or your ethnicity, how it's presented to you. And this is where a lot of people start to develop shame and blockages for their sexuality, especially if they're LGBTQ. I mean, there's so many. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I know that there are so many ways that people identify themselves sexually. But if this is taken from them, the development of it at a younger age, 7 and 14, later in life, it translates as a blockage. They can't figure out why they're not satisfied through sex, why they aren't interested in it, why they're guarded from it. So this is a part of your body that you really want to be healthy because it's your identity. how you are able to connect with others and yourself. You know, it doesn't always have to be another person on the other end, but it's how you see that release of energy as beneficial. And when you're younger, the more you block that from yourself and sharing it with others and understanding it, when you're older and you're ready, you're not going to be able to connect there, and you're not going to be able to understand why, and you're not going to want it, you're not going to be satisfied by it. um, Sometimes it's the flip side and it's too enhanced, and this can be sex addiction, this can be longing for that energetic excitement, you know, drugs addiction, just wanting more and more, and it not satisfying, but you feeling lost without it. So this is a very important area to get balanced and healed moving forward. And again, if something happens where you get pulled back, a trauma, a breakup, sexual abuse, this can really get you in a place where you're trying to protect that part of you, and it hardens. And in order to move forward with reproduction later in life, or even now, it's very important to heal that and get that area balanced, if you will. Okay, so I'm going to play some of my C note to connect with that part of you, but I want to start with some breath work. So I prefer the octagon, 8 breaths in and out, and we're going to do this together. Here we go. Breathe in. Last one. Do you get fuzzy and clear, like you're present all of a sudden, like I do? Because every time I do that, it's also a form of meditation. Just so you know, if you think you can't meditate and you think you can't shut your body off, just do 8 breaths and your body will know what to do. Here we go. How'd that feel? Isn't it amazing how it just like gets in there, shakes things up, gets things moving again? So yeah, you'll start with your root, you'll head to the sacral, and then the next video will hit the solar. Still going. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this video. If this resonates with you, if you want more of it, I do have an extended version. It's a small fee of $10, but you keep it forever. You can go back to it every time you need a little bit more balancing and healing, and it is such an amazing tool. But this video is just me sharing something that is amazing for me and works for me.